Abby's ring cost?
Ooh.
I'm guessing it was like $1,500. $2,000?
What's up, dudes? Guys, welcome back to another Matt and Abby video. We're so stoked for today's video because we are answering your questions that we have been avoiding, and thank you to everyone that submitted them on Abby's Instagram.
Yes,
thank you so
guys.
much. We love you.
That's helpful.
I even submitted a question
Did
that
you
you've
really?
been avoiding, Abby. On
That
your
I've been
Instagram.
avoiding?
Yeah, I'm very curious what you're gonna say to that one.
Do you know the answer to it?
Potentially. And I'm also excited because we brought the ice cream back, baby. We both got Oreo McFlurries. I even got myself a McChicken. Really looks like this video is sponsored by McDonald's. And the answer is it is. Use code lots of calories for 15% off.
That's problematic. Guys, here's some real tea.
Yeah, what is
We have
the
each
tea?
other's Instagrams logged in on our phones.
We do.
Because we don't trust each other.
Yep, that's exactly why.
And I don't want Matt DMing other girls. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna start this video out with a bang. Abby, did
Matt,
you get a boob?
don't ask me that.
Did you get a boob job? We just
Don't-
want to know.
I'm not answering that question.
Come on, people DM you that all the time. Can you just answer the question?
I think it's pretty clear it's a no. I did not get a boob job. Why did you submit that question?
I just wanted to know, babe. This is one of our friends that said, when are you moving back? Do we have any plans to leave Hawaii?
Not as of right now.
But literally anything could happen. We're pretty flexible people.
We're very flexible. If you were to tell us that we weren't going to be here in Hawaii at this time next year, I wouldn't be surprised.
If some motivational speaker motivated us to move to like New Zealand, I honestly probably would be convinced. Wouldn't you? I'd be like,
no.
New Zealand, let's do it.
And this is why we're married.
We balance each other out.
That's just weird. Like, honestly.
Bro, wouldn't it be so sick to live in New Zealand for like 6 months?
Yeah, there you go.
It's a pretty cool place. This person clearly saw our latest video. Would Matt remarry if Abby passed? Sorry, Abby.
Yeah, he would.
Dude, first of all, if I passed away, I would want you to remarry.
Why are we talking about this again?
This is terrible. I don't like talking about this.
Matt would.
I actually don't know what I would do.
Matt would remarry, I would not.
You would
Moving right
totally,
along.
you would remarry.
No, I wouldn't.
100%.
100%
You would
not.
remarry.
Stop,
You
I
totally
would
would.
not.
I love you with all of my whole entire heart, and it would crush me. Like, absolutely crush me.
I would assume that.
Yeah.
You're my husband.
Yeah, of course.
Is this supposed to be romantic?
Of course. This is like supposed to be a very romantic moment. We have a question that says, are you pro-life?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
It's weird how you can feel like afraid to talk about a topic, even if you're really passionate about it, just because you know that it's such an emotional topic. And you don't want anyone to make assumptions of you that aren't true. With that being said, we deeply care about young women that are in bad positions.
Yeah.
We deeply care about people that are victims of assault and things of that nature. And we understand that there's a lot of complex issues that go into
Oh my gosh. And like the young girls that get affected, and like there's just so many terrible stories that you hear about with like young girls just being taken advantage of. And I think that's part of the reason why we want to adopt too, because I feel like
if we're taking this position on this
pro-life,
controversial
like,
issue, then we need to be part of the solution. That's just what we
100%.
believe. So that's why in the future we're going to be adopting. I mean, whatever we can do to help children in foster care or support young women that are in a tough place and have to make a really tough decision.
It's not a simple issue whatsoever.
When it boils down to it, we believe that like human life is such a blessing and it's so special and it's something to be preserved. And that's why we're pro-life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Someone asked, do you miss Missouri? Very good question.
Kinda, yeah.
Something about the Midwest is there's so many nice people there, and there's obviously, I mean, there's a lot of nice people in Hawaii too, but I love that like Midwestern just kindness.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really nice people in the Midwest.
And hospitality.
Yeah, and we have a lot of friends and family in the Midwest, so it's always fun to go back and visit our friends and family, which we do frequently.
Yeah.
But
also I like miss the seasons. Like I love the weather here, but I like miss the idea of like a chilly fall day. That area will always be like home because that's where we were born and raised.
Yeah, I feel that.
So much of our life was there. That's where like our core memories were formed. And that's where the people we love the most live.
But something that I wish the Midwest had, though, you guys, is there's not a whole lot of national parks. If we were to move back to the mainland, I would maybe want to live somewhere on the west because you have national parks galore out there. I mean, California has like 5. There's like 10 national parks within 4 hours of Vegas. It's just crazy how many national parks there are. And I think one of our favorite things to do is to go to national parks and go hiking. I wish Missouri had more of that. Are you vaccinated?
Yes.
Yes, we are, you guys. Yes, we are.
Once again, this is another controversial issue for some random reason.
Why is the vaccine controversial? I don't know.
Everyone make the decision that you think is best for your body while also considering public health.
I don't want to get too into it. You do your own research, like for real. But yeah, we've both been vaccinated, and I think that was a very good decision on our part.
It was. I will say, like, there was a lot of thought that went into the decision. A lot of weighing the pros and cons. A lot of personal research.
Make the decision that's best for you. But we just decided to protect ourselves and our families. Okay, someone said politics. We don't be offended what you say. Ooh, I would want to get into it, but honestly, we're really not political people. Like, we're not like super, our platforms are not based on politics. So just because of that, I think we're going to avoid politics in this video. Regardless of what your political views are, we love you.
Unfortunately, people could say that, well, that is very true. Like,
oh, yes, people have made...
could say that being pro-life and talking about the vaccine is political.
Yeah.
But we would argue that those shouldn't be...
I think there's so many issues that get wrapped up into politics, and it's like, can we just, like, bond as humanity?
I think that's the worst thing that could happen with something.
Yeah,
is if it's made political, then it's like people are automatically going to jump to the side without critical thinking.
And people won't have conversations, you know? I feel like we got to be willing to have conversations with people
that
have different views than us.
We gotta be able to learn how to disagree with people, but still be able to have a civil conversation
and love them
and
at the same time.
And be thinking logically, and it shouldn't be a ding on your pride.
100%. Okay, our next question is, how much do you make? Great question. I'm actually trying to figure that out for myself because since we're like technically our own business owners, we'll see like the dollar amounts come in, but like you got to go through and like calculate it, and then you have to go through all of your freaking expenses because it costs money to make this. You know, we had to pay for the camera, we have to pay for different things, the production costs. That's a great question. I'm also figuring out what we make.
It fluctuates. It totally fluctuates. It's not like we are earning a salary from YouTube or anything like that.
There's like no salary.
There's no salary. It fluctuates so much month to month, depending on what brands we're working with, depending on what our viewership looks like, depending on how much work we're putting into it.
Okay, someone wants to know, what is the most embarrassing thing you have done in public? Can you think of anything? Like, what's something together that we've done?
I can think of the most embarrassing thing I did to a friend in public.
You got so embarrassed when we did our going shirtless for 24 hours video because we were both shirtless walking around the mall in downtown Honolulu.
I don't know if I was embarrassed. I pants one of my friends at VBS.
That's not very nice.
And she was so embarrassed.
Oh, when we made out in the hotel lobby in high school.
That is the most embarrassing thing we've ever done.
Made out in the hotel lobby in high school.
Like, and we were making out for so long, and the next thing you know, this lady was like, you guys can't be doing that out here.
The lady at the front desk told us to go back to our room.
She was gone.
Little did she know we were staying in the same room but with our moms because we were at a college audition for a theater school.
Oh my gosh. Your mom's going to be watching this video and knowing that. So
Mom. Next question is Matt going to finish college? Great question.
This has been something that really fires people up.
We made a TikTok where we mentioned that I dropped out of college and people were not happy about it.
We still get comments every once in a while, like people remembering that, and they're like so mad about it.
I think it's really interesting. I feel like our society has it ingrained in them that you need to finish college to be successful. And I think for many people, that is true. I think for many people, you need to go to college. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, different business professionals. Like, college is necessary because you need those credentials and that background to show like you are capable of doing that job. But there's also a lot of jobs where you don't need a degree. A lot of entrepreneurs too, and I would say in ways we're entrepreneurs because we've kind of like done our own business thing. You don't need a degree. And so, I don't know if I'll go back, maybe one day. But I think right now, I spend a lot of time coming up with new ideas for content. We spend a lot of time filming, editing. There's just a lot that goes in behind the scenes that you guys don't see. And it takes a lot of time, but I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun.
I think it's a generational thing, but like the people that are like our parents' age, they were really pushing to go to college. That was like the thing. Like, if you want to be successful, you go to college. I think that the world we live in now, it doesn't necessarily work like that. It's not like you go to college, you get success.
And
there's so many different routes. There's so many like things changing, and So that's why we were saying, like, when we have kids, we won't necessarily just have a college fund that can only go to schools. We want to have a fund that, you know, if they choose to go to college, then that money is there for them to go to college. If they choose to start a business and, like, use that money to, like, start building a business and, like, the foundation of it, then that's for that. Bottom line, I think that the determining factor on whether or not a person will be successful or not is more related to their work ethic 100%. And their drive.
How are Abby's armpits so light and smooth looking? Ha ha ha. Sorry, it's awkward. You have apparently very nice armpits. They're very nice.
They're not smooth right now.
Those are extremely nice armpits.
Thank you. I just shaved them. I don't shave them every day or really every other day. Probably every 3 days because it irritates them. So I just let them grow out just a little bit. You can definitely see it sometimes, but as far as light, I don't know. I think it's just my skin type.
Okay, this is one that we've been really keeping a secret on. People want to know what are both of our body counts.
1.
Are the dude lip tattoos actually there?
You guys,
we get questions about this all the time. People thought we were joking.
People thought those were fake for so long, and I didn't realize people thought we were joking.
Guys, this is real. You see that? Dude, it's a real tattoo.
People thought the tattoos were fake. They're not fake.
Dude, we should get more tattoos.
It's not for me. I personally don't want a tattoo. I think
Abby
Matt
wants
should
me to
get
get
tattoos.
tattoos. Like, you always talk about that, which is kind of funny.
I think you'd look good with tattoos.
We've had these for 9 months. Holy cow, dude.
They look the same.
Yeah, they're really sticking in there.
I forgot that I had this tattoo when I went to the dentist the last time, and there was like the hygienist in there, the doctor, like, and they're probably like looking at my mouth and probably like, what the heck?
They were probably thinking that's so
They probably
dope.
went in the break room and like, could you tell what it said? I couldn't really tell. I think it said dude on her lip. And then I didn't even think about it until I left. I was like, oh, I probably should have explained why we have a tattoo in our mouth that says dude.
Did each other's parents ever disapprove of your relationship? No. We had parents on board from the beginning of the relationship. My parents loved Abby.
Love Matt.
But I think what changed though is when we were, how old was I? I think I just turned 19.
Dude, I was like 18.
You were 18. We were 19 and 18 and we said, hey, we want to get married. And our parents were like,
what?
What the? Like they were.
So I guess they approved of the relationship, but not the speed at which it was.
Yeah, they really wanted us to wait till we had graduated college, but we didn't. Okay, people want to know what are the source of our arguments. I don't think I can really give one consistent answer because I feel like most arguments are the stupidest things.
I think they boil down to arguing about like me being irritable and argue about you not listening. We always say the issue is not the issue because when we have like silly fights, like of course it's like, okay, yeah, that's a dumb fight. We shouldn't have had a fight about it, but we were having that fight because there was something deeper going on that we were upset about. 100%. And like sometimes it's good to unpack what deeper was going on, or sometimes it's just good to move on.
Yeah, this is a good question. It says, does Abby want to be pregnant or would she rather adopt?
I would rather not choose. I'd rather do both. Yeah, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the future, but as of right now, the plan is to have 2 kids biologically and 2 kids through adoption.
How did you all afford a wedding so young? We didn't have to pay for it, which was a huge blessing. But if we would have, we probably would have had a wedding in like a gym. I don't know. It would have been a lot smaller for sure. We also might have even eloped too.
I feel really blessed that we had family members that were like, my family paid for the wedding primarily. And I'm very, very, very thankful for that, and I really view that as a blessing. But I also know that, like, if my parents would have said that we can't pay for this wedding, that we would have still gotten married at the exact same time. Yeah. Because I think that, like, if you're ready to get married, you're ready to get married, regardless of if you have the finances to have a huge wedding. But also I think, like, if you can't afford a wedding, then it'd be way smarter to use that money elsewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And way better for your future marriage.
My mom said this all the time. She would say, it's not about the day, but about the everyday. And it sounds cheesy, but it's so true. I think that if you spend all your money on the wedding day and the honeymoon, and you put so much emphasis on that, it's like, what is your marriage then?
Well, isn't there like some statistic that like the people that spend the most on their wedding,
I read that,
end up getting divorced? Like they have higher rates of divorce than people that have like the top budget weddings. Oh, favorite sex position. Again, some things have to be private, you guys. That's literally, we can be open, but like that is just way too.
We are saving that for us. Have you hit the like button? It's really not that difficult. You can hit it right now. It's free. It's actually free. For a limited time only, you can hit the like button for free.
Oh, that one says, how much did Abby's ring cost?
Ooh. Okay, first of all,
look how beautiful it is.
How about you guess? I don't care if you hear it. Do you want to guess?
I actually don't know how much I know the ballpark. I'm guessing it was like $1,500. $2,000.
Oh, good. Okay, she thinks it's more than it actually was. Abby's ring, you guys. Here's the real tea that you've been waiting for. Abby's ring is not actually a real diamond.
It's moissanite.
Woo! Look at that gem, baby.
Okay, so it's a precious gem. It's just one number less hard on the Mohs hardness scale than a diamond.
A diamond is a 10.
It shines more than a diamond. It's super
sparkles.
beautiful. It's very sparkly. It was the first ring I tried on, and in typical Abby fashion, the first one I tried on was the first one I fell in love with. On the way to our honeymoon, my original engagement ring was lost in the airport.
We think it got stolen, but I bought her a new one.
But he got me another one
on her birthday.
Love you so much. Matt even made a video of it, so you guys should go watch it after this.
I believe I spent $1,400.
Okay.
And that included like protection too, so if like the gemstone fell out, I got you. And the wedding band I think was $400.
So $2,000.
Last question is, do you want a big or small family?
Big.
Is 4 kids considered big? That's considered
big to me. That'll
Small
be 6 of us. I think this is like some of the most juicy we've actually gone, because like it's all fun and games when it's talking about like personal things, but this is more talking about like personal opinions on world things. We're really trusting you guys to just be kind and understanding,
especially in the comments.
Let's
be kind to each other.
Be kind to us, because they can hurt our feelings. I think we have a really good mutual trust with you guys, though, and you guys know we trust you guys, so that's why we feel comfortable going here. I love this like community, and you guys are really, really sweet, and so that's why we feel comfortable making videos like this.
And we've never done this before, but I want to challenge you guys to something. Like, talk to somebody, like have a friendly conversation with someone that thinks differently than you.
Yeah, and have the goal of the conversation not to be to change that person's mind, but to gain a new perspective.
And just to share information. Like, they could have a different political affiliation, but I think we can learn so much when we talk to people that have different opinions on things.
I'm really thankful for you guys, and I just want to, I feel like Matt usually closes out these videos, so I just want to have a moment where I say I'm really, really thankful for you guys, and hope you have an awesome day, night, morning.
Peace out, dudes!